Ready for the discussion?
Ready for action.
All right, good morning. We're going to talk today about time blocking and one thing that you need to do every day. So Peter, you've got some nice questions to start us off with and ideas. So yeah.
I want to first say that I think in psychological sense, our mindset is the most important thing. In practical sense, our time blocking for the one thing is the most important thing. I asked ChatGPT, what is the most difficult business challenge you can help me with?
Yeah.
And ChatGPT said it's not listings, it's not pricing, it's not marketing, it is consistency, the ability to lead gen on command every single week, regardless of your mood, your market, or your motivation.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got the following. Also, you know what, we've got some nice AI tools that we are using to our advantage, and your energy and results are directly connected to how you use your time. Time blocking protects your focus so you can do what matters most, your one thing, every single day. And this is where that consistency comes in. An extraordinary success is built one focused block at a time.
Yes, definitely.
How great is that? So that is where that consistency comes.
Can I just, on a practical side, say,
yeah,
if you talk about time blocking is every time that you block off from 9 to, let's say, 12 or 11 on your diary, that you do that. I've got the analogy, if you have a bad tooth and you've got pain in your mouth and you phone the dentist and the dentist say you must come tomorrow morning 9 o'clock to the rooms and we will fix your sore tooth. Where are you going to be tomorrow 9 o'clock?
At the dentist.
Definitely, because you've got a pain in your mouth that has begun.
And isn't that is the dentist time blocking, to see his clients, maybe all the emergency clients, or the most important, or the urgent things.
Yes, that's right. But you won't go 9 o'clock to the grocery shop and then do that and then eventually get to the dentist at 11 or 12 o'clock. No, because you've got a sore tooth. The same principle, the same urgency must be in our time blocking for our lead gen.
Wow. That makes sense, because yes, when you've got a pain, it's urgent.
Yeah.
It's distracting you from a lot of other things. To get that pain away, you need to pay attention to it very urgently and book.
Yes.
I like that, Peter. That was a nice analogy.
And our pain is not having moolah at the end of the month.
Money in the bank account.
Yes.
How am I going to pay for my rent? How am I going to pay for my fuel? How am I going to pay for my phone? How am I going to pay for my BOCs perhaps?
Yes.
And there's a solution to all of this. It requires discipline. If we don't have that discipline, I think it will be very hard for us to just say, okay, I'm just going to time block. And it doesn't just happen. It's really an intentional choice that you need to make. This is once again moving from E to P.
Yeah.
Easy part is to just take the day as it comes.
Yeah.
The P part is the doing of it. The painful part is to actually block it and sit and get through the time that you have set aside.
Yeah.
How difficult it is, it doesn't matter. You have to get through it.
Yeah, you have to. It's easy to do time blocking on your calendar. It's another story to do it.
And to show up for it. Perhaps we should do the following exercise, is to say, all right, this is my time blocking for today, but let me tick the boxes. Okay, did I actually show up for this one? Did I show up for my lead gen? Did I show up for my follow-up? Did I show up for sending those messages, adding contacts to my database? Once again, to get to the 201 plus club.
Yeah.
Because if we don't have 201 plus contacts in our database, we will not cap. And I think that should be our one thing, is to get, what will R500,000 do for you in your business? I know there's deductions, etc., but 70% of that is a lot of money. It's more than 300,000 Rand. So what will that mean? What will that money mean for you in your bank account today?
Yeah, enormous. No, it will make a world of a difference.
Yeah, and are we really living for productivity? Are we really living to say this is what we want to do? I think we must stop playing around. What was a quote I read earlier this morning? It's like if you play if you pay now, you can play later.
Yeah.
But if you play later,
If you play now,
if you play now, you're going to pay later. Yes. So, I mean, if you're going to put in the hard, it's like list hard, sell easy.
Yes.
Do the hard things first, get it out of the way.
Yeah. Now, I think the big thing, if you talk about lead gen and time blocking for your lead gen, which is, I think, the most important thing, one of the biggest concepts or principles is know what you're going to do when you time block. Get your phone numbers exactly. Get your 50 phone numbers the evening before or the early in the morning, that you know exactly what you're going to do if you start your time blocking. No need to if you start your time blocking 9 o'clock and then what will I do today with my time block? You can just as well leave it. So plan for your time blocking, plan for success, and dress for success, and get there for success.
Yes, yes. And there's something that I want to add here. It's actually underlined in the One Thing book. You don't have the One Thing book. This is one way of it looking. And then Peter has, I think this is the one that is more easily obtainable.
Yep.
Putting together a life of extraordinary results simply comes down to getting the most out of what you do when what you do matters. Yes, yes. Yeah, it's also underlined. I think it was underlined for us to see it first, Peter.
Yeah. That's it.
And productive action transforms lives. You will transform your life, but not only yours, your family's lives, when you are really focusing on what really matters.
Yeah, that is so important. Yeah.
And the most successful people are the most productive people.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool is that? The most successful people are the most productive people.
Yeah.
So it means like, okay, you're going to face your failures much quicker so that you can get to the success.
No, you can have learning curves.
It's like a staircase, or we can even look at it as hurdles.
Yeah.
How quickly are you going to get through those hurdles? Yes, it's, how am I going to jump this hurdle? I've never jumped hurdles before. Okay, but it's okay. It's going to be okay because you learn how to jump hurdles. Even if you just crawl over it, it's fine. Just get past it so that you can get quicker to your success. Sure. I think we've got some great questions that we want to ask everybody. Peter, you go for it.
Right. Can I just say one thing? Sandra's daughter brought me from China marketplace a little handmade bicycle. And this is a thing that I always have in mind when I lead gen. No one was born riding bicycle. But you got on a bicycle and you try and you fall, you try and you fall, try and fall, and eventually you ride a bicycle and then you enjoy it. Lead gen is the same. Just start. Just try. You're going to fall. You're going to say bad things. You're going to say wrong things. Just go on. Just keep on. That's how you ride your bicycle.
Well, I remember when I first started riding bicycle, I think I was about 5 years old, and my dad put me on a big bicycle. It's not the one with the little what do you call it, the extra wheels on the side. I remember it's many years ago. Let's not go into the detail of that. But however, all I can remember is that he was holding the bike at the back, and then suddenly he just said, "Okay, go." and I had to go, because I'm either gonna like, okay, get going with this bicycle and cycling, or I'm gonna fall. And it's the same with, just get that momentum.
That's right. Yes.
And you're going to be okay. And we are here to support you. We are holding your bicycle for you. And we're going to push you. Just go. Go with the flow. Go with that momentum so that you can get the better results.
Yes. I'll say later something more about the bicycle.
Okay. But I really like the analogy there. Yes.
I think one of the questions is what constantly derail your time block? Because there's some things in our lives that usually and normally derail us in a time block.
Well, I'm going to say for myself, it's easy when a phone call comes in of a client and suddenly there's a crisis on a contract, or the buyer doesn't want to go ahead with the sale. And if you get news like that in your time blocking time, it's almost impossible to get back to that momentum of time blocking.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have just answered all of those after 12, because actually you are in an appointment from 9 to 12.
Correct.
You can tell your clients, apologies, I am not available between 9 and 12 because I am fully booked.
Yeah.
That's how it is. You must see it as a fully booked time. No, and what's the other thing? Buyers. I can only view 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, that the buyers tell us. That's one of the biggest distractions.
I'm sorry, I have an appointment between 9 and 12.
Yes.
I cannot be there at 10 o'clock.
But exactly. I'm already booked.
Yeah, already booked. If you're lying on the dentist's chair and he's busy working with your teeth, you're not going to answer your phone or check your email because you are busy for that time blocking. Same thing.
I want to add something here. Success is built by honoring your calendar, not your to-do list. Success is built by honoring your calendar and not your to-do list.
Yes.
Yes, this is quite big.
Yeah, that is good.
That's brilliant, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And remember, what's that one thing I can do that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? Sometimes problems solve itself. What if that buyer that wanted to cancel the contract by 12 o'clock, that decided, no, it's fine, I'm going to go ahead. Yeah. There was actually no problem. And I've had instances like that, and they were just like slightly getting buyer's remorse. They spoke to their spouse or partner, and they're feeling better now.
Yeah.
This is actually what they need.
Better.
And they've looked at other properties on P24, but there is actually nothing else available that will suit them.
Yeah. I think we must have a message ready on our phone. If someone phones us, you can reply with this message. I'm just currently in a conversation. I will call you back as soon as I finish. Something like that. If any call come in, just send the message, because you don't have to answer that. I will say you don't have to attend every fight you're invited to.
Oh.
You don't have to answer every call that you're invited to. You can postpone it, and so is the emails as well.
And once again, remember the energy plan. All of these things before 12 p.m., before 11 and 12 in the morning. You need to get focused energy to achieve your business energy, which is that lead generation.
Yeah.
And we don't have the energy because we're attending to all of the other things that are not important, the 80%. So who can hold you accountable for your time blocking, Peter?
I think it's important that we have accountability partners to be accountable, because if you're on your own and you do your own thing, it's so easy to get relaxed and don't do your things.
Yeah.
But to be accountable, you have to get someone that you can be brutally accountable to, and that person will keep you on the road, and also change your direction of your work quick enough that you don't end up in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Cul-de-sac is not easy because you are stuck. It's the end of the road. It's you're stuck.
Yeah.
And what does my ideal millionaire morning schedule look like? This is just a question that you can ask yourself every morning before you start, or even if you plan your week. Remember your 4-1-1, 4 weeks, 1 month, 1 year. That is how you plan your week. And you cannot complete your 4-1-1 for all 4 weeks at the same time. You can only do week by week, because this is what's actually going to go into your calendar. Wow.
Yeah.
Sure, Peter, any last thoughts?
Gary said in his book, MREA, own the mornings and the day.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a big
and win the morning, win the day. I want to add that.
Yeah.
Yes.
The morning, win the day. So leave your emails, leave all your busyness for after your lead gen. There's enough time during the day for that. Be your productive time, 9 to 12. Be productive, do your lead gen, own the mornings, and win the mornings.
I love that. And remember, the most successful people are the most productive people. Get productive, get into your time blocking. Well, thank you, Peter.
Yeah,
this was a great chat, and I think I learned so much. Yeah. Everyone, see you tomorrow. May you have a fabulous day today, and go and win your day. You've got this.
Do that. Do the one thing.
Yes, do the one thing.
The one little block that can tumble the whole set of blocks.
Yes, that's correct. That's right. Yeah, the domino. Get that first domino going. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.